Hey, Sean here from SpeakToReview.com. I have the Tornado version for Pioneer Edition. I made a video very recently on the Flagship. So we're going to go through the differences between them, what are the benefits of one over the other. Let's check it out. I actually have not opened this up yet, besides taking the plastic off to make it easier for me to open. So get the bag, screwdriver, all of that fun stuff. What's in the package looks identical. I can already see a difference in the pieces. Hopefully you can too. This is UV coated. The Pioneer is UV coated, the Flagship is not. It is a matte plastic, but it is very close to being glossy. I mean, you can see there's a fairly clear definition of the light. I don't think I have something right next to me that is super matte plastic. Actually, I've got something close. So I have a 7x7 here that's pillowed. You can see on this blue, there's not a clear definition of, I mean, you can see the reflection of the light, but it's not really clear the edges of it. And this one, there is a lot more clear edge. Now, again, this is pillowed, so it's different. But it's a fairly glossy matte finish, so not crazy. The Pioneer is Maglev, and QiYi does a different color piece for Maglev, so it's solid instead of clear. I'm going to adjust the numbers to make it identical to what the Flagship is right now. That way we can do a clear comparison. Okay, that's confusing. Some of these are on different numbers. The centers were all at 3, but the outer numbers were different. One was already at 4. Wait, what is going on? So this one goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's some different mechanism inside there then. That's just a whole different, oh, because it moves the magnet left and right. Remember when they first came out with Tornado version 3, the magnets are not compressed, they're moved left and right. So it's a whole different setup here, which is why this goes from 5 to 1 and this goes back up and down. It feels like the magnets are a little bit stronger than the springs, which I think I mentioned that before with this one, back from the Tornado version 3, that it's rare to see the magnets be stronger, but that happens. Okay, we've got the corner magnets, which let me adjust that. I turn these all the way up. So currently I've told you 2 out of the 3 major differences in the Pioneer Edition. We have UV coating, which this seems thicker than the UV coating in the past, or it looks a bit more glossy and not such a thin coat of it. And I like this. I like that thicker coat. So this is more similar to what I feel like the GAN or the Moyu ones look like, which are really nice. Edge magnets. How does this even work? I don't know. There's 3 magnets there. We're going to look at the core in just a little bit. We're going to just take the cubes apart. Had some recommendations for that. Oh, these aren't magnet adjustment. This is edge piece assisted magnet positioning. So we have other magnets here, which I believe are likely just going to repel. So if you notice, some of the times when I push, it snaps back. What about here? Nope, not there. So they aren't edge adjustment magnets, but they just have extra magnets to move that in. Okay, let's take some of these pieces out. Here is the core. I already have a little bit of hair in there. Here is the core. It's a ball core with magnets in it. We have that stock. One thing I found interesting with just discussions with people is at first people wanted cores to be metal. And when we started to have either plastic or nylon cores, people were like, well, that's going to be sketchy. That's probably going to break. And now I've heard the opposite. People are like, oh, it should just be all plastic. Why are we having metal that could have a stripped core? And it's complete opposite now. But as far as the pieces go, so here, they just click. Let's see if I can feel a difference. It's a lot more snappy. It's a lot more snappy because it's like pushing it inward. I'm going to try to lubricate this the same and do some solids with each and give you my opinion if it's noticeable. So you cannot get a flagship model that is UV coated at the moment, from what I can tell. So if you want UV coated, you're going with those other magnets as well. Maglev spring's not too much difference, but the Maglev does feel a little bit stronger. Okay. For lubrication, I believe I just put a little bit of jack-o'-lantern lubricant in it. I'm going to do a few sols with each. And then I think that's about it. It's noticeable. It is a noticeable difference. One more solve, and then I think I'm good. Probably not a good time to do keyhole. Yeah. So I mentioned before that this is like a true upgrade, the version 4 Flagship Edition. It felt like just a next in line. They fixed a lot of the issues of the other one. The magnet difference here, it might be a little gimmicky. Like, they might be able to accomplish this in other ways with the magnets in the feet, but immediately I felt more confident, more comfortable with this one. So it's a different design than people have done, and it feels a little extra snappy. You could still set some of the magnets lighter, so it's not too strong, it's not overly strong, but it is preferred by me at this point. It feels a lot more controllable. It feels like it wants to stay in a cubic shape when I'm doing solves. I'm all for it. This is the Pioneer Edition. Those are the differences. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Let's do a quick weight test of it to see the difference there. Flagship, 72.1 grams. Pioneer, 82.5. Whoa. 72, 82. Quite a big weight difference, but I was used to heavier puzzles, so this feels completely fine to me. It does not feel too heavy, but if you do really like puzzles, that's something to keep in mind. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and as always, keep following QiYi for more news and reviews.